Hello people, welcome to my power leveling in the end zone guide for level 30 plus. My suggested stats would be to get 100 strength for armor and 90 to 100 agility, and preferably some points put in endurance and also reload for your shotgun. This guide requires that you have 40 explosives or better, although 100 or plus would make your experience go up quite a bit, and also to have your shotguns up very high at either 80 or 100. Items you'll need is a fast shooting shotgun, 2 hits per second or faster. High level 1 is preferred. A grenade launcher of any sort. And enough food for each trip and ammo, which you could probably carry about 2,000 rounds of ammo for each your shotgun and grenade launcher. Also, you should have some healing items, 2 to 4, depending on your endurance, and a level 100 armor, a couple extra for in case of emergencies.
Okay, this is going to be a guide on power leveling in the end zone. I do it in Northeast, and I found a particular building that works well with me after trying many hours of various different places. So this is going to be my inventory setup. You obviously have your nails and planks for when you need to go to the outpost again. I usually carry 3 food and about 2,000 to 2,400 heavy grenades. Right now I bought a large stack, and you don't have to do that, but so just plan on getting about 2,000 to 2,600. I usually have 2 healings. That's because I'm 100 endurance. If you have lower or a lot lower, then you're probably going to have to get up to 4 or so of these, as it takes me a lot longer to have my health go down because of that. I usually have the armor that I have on fully repaired, which I'll need to do shortly, and then 1 or 2 more armors. Most likely to get through this, unless you're a pro, you're probably going to have to get another armor. Just stuff happens where you have to get a new set of armor to wear. I usually have the same amount of shotgun ammo as I do grenade ammo. It just seems to work out that I use about that much. If you use it regularly but not like chaotically, then this should be plenty to have about the same amount as you have grenades. You should also fill your inventory about either 4 or 5 slots of heavy grenades. Those are the things you're going to use the most of. Then maybe 1 slot with nails and planks, 1 slot with healing items, or more if you're low on endurance, and then a couple slots for 10 gauge. You could also put them in your sell slot and sell them for like 100,000 each, just so that people won't buy them and you could use them. Depending on your level, you can hold more if you're like level 45 or 50 or something like that. So anyway, that is that. I'm using a Bifors 7. Oh yeah, let me go to my inventory so you can see those items. My armor is steel case. I have a Bifors C7. And a Junker. These are the main weapons, although I'm imagining you could probably get by using the 80-80 shotgun. I haven't tried it, but you can always try it if you're lower level. And then the Junker can be replaced by pretty much any grenade launcher. This is just the best experience for right now. You could also use a Corpse Eruptor or the Immolator or the Dusk one. I'm not sure. If you're lucky enough to be in a clan that's 1 for the week, you could buy that if you have the cash. And then the third one I just have sort of as a spare thing. I put my thing with the 8 reload, which is the main part that I need. So the third slot isn't really that important, unless you want to put like a machine gun or something there. So anyway, without further ado, let's get started.
So this is the square on the map that we'll be going to, the far northeast, the very far northeast slot, or square. Just down to the south is a barricade that I go to, the second house south.
So usually what I do is after I've went out of the area, and I usually wait a little bit just to make sure there isn't a boss here, because that could be pretty hairy. So it doesn't look like there is, so just start firing my gun. You got to weave in and out of the traffic and stuff. Don't shoot too often, otherwise the stuff is going to aggro ahead of you, and it could get you in a jam, especially when you have tight areas that you need to fit through. It's not so bad if you don't have that, but see, just like this, you gotta. So this is I call this a lure. I don't really know what if they have a name for this, but you're just gonna go and shoot all the stuff and lure it. But I have a certain route that I've learned to take. It seems to be uh, um, cover the most area in the least without excessive traveling around already explored area. So I start from the bottom south and then head up, and then I loop around, and you'll see as I go down here. Now I'm going to sort of hang in here to this parking lot. Those you want to avoid like the plague. And then I just sort of circle right around here. The dogs can be they're the biggest problem of anything here if you have speed. I mean, you have to have speed. You can't do this without speed. You're just going to get killed. If you get too many dogs, you have to actually slow down and kill off some of the dogs, because if you get more than about 6 dogs on you, it could be an extreme problem, because they'll like run out and corner you, and then you'll be dead very quick. So I've just circled around both places, and then I come to the middle area here. Yeah, normally it takes about a half a second for them to bite you or hit you, so if they jump on you real quick, it's okay. You just got to move out of the way real quick. You have to constantly be moving your character around. You can't it all be idle and going one straight way. You have to weave in and around. See how there's this narrow hallway here? If I have to go by there and shoot, I usually wait till I go by before I shoot and stuff. There's usually some people in this square, so I try to attract their attention. Later on, once you've killed most of the Zeds in this area, you could come by and loot the whole place, assuming you don't get aggro. So now I've cleared out this area, so I'm going to rush down to the bottom and go around here. And this is where I do my experience gain. So all the creatures are going to come and get stuck on this wall. It's just going to take about a minute or two for them to show up. Come on, Zeds, hurry up. And I got the sound down, so you probably can't hear it too well. So here they are. So then I just start using my junker, or you could use whatever grenade launcher you have. Any one will suit, but this one will get you the most experience per hour. I could get about 4.5 million experience per hour doing this. So you might want to watch a little bit, because some stuff happens that you're gonna maybe not know what to do about, because eventually there'll be some screamers that will attract the attention of enemies on this side of the wall, but that usually doesn't happen for a while. Notice how I'm moving my character back and forth on this line. If you go any further past this line here, then when you kill some of those green ones that explode, they will actually explode and hit you. So I've learned that this line is about the safe area, although I think I've been on this line and been hit a couple times, but it's very rare. But if you aim your gun away from the spot that you're moving to, then you tend to not get hit. So if I shoot right where I'm at, then if there's anything right here, it will explode on me. But if I have it there, away from where my character is moving, then the things there won't explode on me, or not near as often. Because you notice sometimes the bullets take a second to shoot. So, wow, this is a good round. I'm not getting any aggros. So if I get any aggros out here, I usually just switch to my shotgun. Oh, there we go. I got one here. And then I get under them so that I can shoot them in the wall, because then it makes it so that I don't have to chase them around. See, then I could just go back and switch guns and grenade them again. So after a while, this is one that explodes too, so you don't want to be too close when you kill that thing. You see that exploded. If I get too close to those, they're really nasty. I think it's about 4 hits with a the Biforce gun, I don't have no idea what it is with any other gun. You're just gonna have to learn that by playing whatever shotgun or this method you could either do machine gun or shotgun. I personally like shotgun because it has a higher aggro radius and it has better knockback. When I hit some of those dogs, it shoots them way back far, and it's saved me a number of times. So, probably about every 10 minutes or so of fighting this way, you're going to get a huge aggro spike. These naturally regenerate when you're bombing and killing them. More will generate because of the shotgun. It creates aggro. But about every 10 minutes you'll get an actual aggro spike where there'll be a heap of them immediately attack you, and you need to really be aware because you're going to be overwhelmed if that happens. See how if I shoot them right in the wall here, then it makes them really easy targets and they're stunned for a little bit too. So hopefully sometimes it gets really bad where the screamer has attracted them in this area and for some weird reason they continue to reset here. If that happens, then I usually go around the corner. Actually, the next time, okay, so let's say I don't want them to keep fighting me like that. I'm just going to take my character around the corner. Yeah, be careful about the ads and stuff. So I just go completely around the corner and then back to my original spot. And then it should be clear of aggro for a while. Or if you do have a screamer that is nearby, sometimes there's one actually on this side of the wall. You'll get if that happens, you'll get a lot of these Zeds spawning right there. You'll know if it isn't an aggro spike and you have a bunch of stuff spawning right here. You'll know there's a screamer somewhere. You might want to go check. But don't go too far because if you do, then these Zeds will go through the wall and attack you. In fact, I'm going to turn up my sound so you could actually hear what's happening on here because at least for me, I can't hear my sound. I turned it down too low. There we go. So yeah, I've been... Yeah, these guys are sort of annoying, but it's the same thing. You just shoot them in the wall, but avoid their little flamey thing. Sometimes they go wherever they... Oh, yeah, I just keep fighting until he comes back. Make the most out of your... You see, she's screaming. They might be spawning soon. This is a really, really easy method once you get it down to being able to navigate the landscape with like 100 Zeds attacking you. Then once you get here, it's very easy. Then it's just you're raking in experience. With these ones, the spiders, you have to actually wait till they start moving towards you again. Otherwise, the knockback doesn't work. I don't really know why that is, but that just happens that way. Also, with this shotgun, you have to aim a little bit to the left, and it like hits them more often. Otherwise, you miss sometimes. I don't know why that is either. So basically, the two major skills you're going to want are grenade launcher or explosives up to about 110 to 120, depending on which grenade launcher you're going to use. Okay, now you see how there's nothing here? Sometimes if you go back a little bit and then come back, then a whole new group comes. But that didn't happen. So here's another method that I sometimes use to attract the group again. The shotgun, sometimes if I shoot a couple of these things and it will create another aggro spike. So we'll see what happened. If it didn't, then yeah, it doesn't look like it did. So that's okay. Rather than waste time here on a couple of these things, it's not worth it. Then there's a building right here. And you just go right in and out, and then we restart. So now you get to see the method I used here. So now I usually... So I start at the... So if there's like a couple guys coming towards you, your direction, you want to like try to find the hole between them. If there's not a hole between them, you go around. You also try to stay in the center of the screen. You have the most amount of... Oh shit, I got hit. You have the most amount of like area to move. If someone's coming from the left, then you could go to the right. If they're coming from the right, then you could go to the left. But if you're left in the corner and they're all on the left, then you could get stuck and you die quick. I speak from experience. You see, if I would have been on the left side, I would have been screwed there. Yeah, those areas I actually probably could have not been shooting as much because it's a narrow area there. But, I don't know. I guess I'm sort of lazy. Oh my god. This is not doing so good this time. I don't usually get hit 2 times in the second round. Okay, so I go up here. There's usually some up here that you missed. It's like hard to both do this and concentrate hard to talk and do a video and do this as well, but that's okay. I'll make do. Hopefully I'll get rank 3 on today's weekly. Fuck, man. Yeah, you can sometimes use your, you see my energy is running low. Now it's time to start to conserve. So whenever I find this place where I'm not being swarmed and jammed by them, like now, then I'm gonna slow down so I could get back some of my energy. Because I'm gonna do a quick sprint south when I go up around here. So I've covered the first 2 parts, and now all you really need to do in shooting is to attract attention. So you don't really have to shoot too much. And sometimes if you could get rid of those, it's good. But actually, screamers are both good and bad. It just sort of depends on your play. If you don't like getting ads a lot, then you probably want to kill them. But they do make it so that you have an aggro spike longer, so that you get experience longer. Having them in here and screaming a lot will keep it so that you got more enemies to kill for longer before they dissipate. So here we are back again. I still haven't gotten a major aggro spike yet when I'm here. That usually happens sometime in about within a half an hour or so. So anyway, that's that. Just keep doing this over and over, and then when these dissipate, you go back in the building just to the northwest and come out and rinse and repeat. So there. I hope this tutorial's helped you a bit, and rate and sub, and we'll look forward to seeing you in the next Dead Frontier tutorial. Thanks. Bye.